I encourage you to pray for your wife. Pray for her faith, her joy, her protection, her sanctification, her joy, and her mission. As you do, you'll see God move in her heart and yours as well. 1. Jesus' prayer for Peter's faith. But I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. And when you have turned again, strengthen your brothers. Luke 22:32 ESV. Just as Jesus prayed for the faith of Peter, you can pray for your wife's faith. Ask God to strengthen her faith, to help her stand firm in the face of trials, and to deepen her trust in Him. Pray that her faith becomes the cornerstone of her life, guiding her decisions and shaping her worldview. Pray that she will experience the peace that surpasses all understanding as she places her trust in God alone. 2. Jesus prays for His disciples to have joy. But now I am coming to you, and these things I speak in the world, that they may have my joy fulfilled in themselves. John 17:13 ESV. Ask God to fill her with His joy. A joy that is not dependent on circumstances, but is rooted in His unchanging nature. Pray that she would experience the fullness of joy that only comes from a relationship with Him. Also, recognize that your actions and attitudes can contribute to her joy. So, ask God to help you be a source of joy in her life, to encourage her, uplift her, and bring a smile to her face. 3. Jesus prayed for protection. I do not ask that you take them out of the world, but that you keep them from the evil one. John 17:15 ESV. Protection is another key area to pray over your wife. Ask God to protect your wife not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. 4. Jesus prayed for His people to be sanctified. Sanctify them in the truth. Your word is truth. John 17:17 ESV. Sanctification, which is the process of becoming more like Christ, is another important aspect to be praying for your wife. Pray for your wife's growth in holiness. Ask God to help her grow in righteousness, to mold her into His image, and to help her live out her faith in tangible ways. Pray that she would be a reflection of God's love and grace to those around her. 5. Jesus prayed for church to have joy. But now I am coming to you, and these things I speak in the world, that they may have my joy fulfilled in themselves. John 17:13 ESV. The Bible tells us that the joy of the Lord is our strength. So praying for her to be filled with joy is to pray for her to be strong in this world. Ask God to fill her overflowing with His perfect joy. Pray that her joy would be in Christ and His kingdom, and not in earthly things that pass away. Pray that she would be a joy giver as well, so that those around her would be encouraged and blessed by the joy she exudes. 6. Jesus prayed for His church's mission and purpose. As you sent me into the world, so I have sent them into the world. John 17:18 ESV. Ask God to use her in powerful ways, to let her light shine for Christ, and to guide her as she influences those around her. Whether it's in her workplace, in your community, or in your family, pray that she will make a positive impact on God's kingdom. As I pray for my wife in these ways, I found that my prayers not only impact her, but also change me. They help me to be more understanding, more patient, and more loving. They remind me of the great responsibility I have as a husband, and they draw me closer to God and to her. So I encourage you to pray for your wife. Pray for her faith, her joy, her protection, her sanctification, her joy, and her mission. As you do, you'll see God move in her heart and in yours as well.